ஸ்பெஷல் கெஸ்ட் இன்வைட் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். இவங்க யாருன்னு சொல்ல போனா சென்னையில ஒரு பிரபலமான ஒரு போட்டோகிராஃபர், ஒரு விஷுவல் ஸ்டோரி டெல்லர், அண்ட் ஹீஸ் ஆல்சோ த ஃபவுண்டர் ஆஃப் ஸ்டுடியோ ஏ. நீங்க வந்து ஃபேஸ்புக் இல்லைன்னா இன்ஸ்டாகிராம்ல அக்கௌண்ட் வச்சிருந்தீங்கன்னா கண்டிப்பா இவரோட பிக்சர்ஸ் வந்து நீங்க பார்க்காம மிஸ் பண்ணிருக்கவே மாட்டீங்க. இட் இஸ் so ஸ்ட்ரைக்கிங். இவங்களோட போட்டோஸ், இவங்களோட இமேஜஸ், இவங்களோட ஐடியாஸ் அவங்க எப்படி எக்ஸிக்யூட் பண்றாங்க, இட் இஸ் யூ கேன் நாட் மிஸ் இட். ஸோ ஐ எம் வெரி எக்ஸைட்டட் டு இன்வைட் none other than Amar Ramesh from Chennai.
Hi, hello Renika, and hello everyone.
Hello, Amar.
What's this? It's an honor and it's a pleasure to be here.
No, we should say that. I mean, I'm super excited to talk to you. It's an honor to have you in our show. Thank you so much. நீங்க உங்களோட பிஸியான டயத்தை வந்து ஒதுக்கி எங்களுக்காக வந்து இங்க you're spending time with us and you're talking to us and you're going to have a discussion about your work, and I'm very, very excited, Amar.
Oh, first of all, we are not busy here. We are on lockdown.
That is true. That is true. Yeah.
It's a nice thing. I'm super happy, and I'm super happy to see an organization that is running for like more than 40 years. It's great, and because of organization like these, our things are just going and spreading and finding new people and stuff. So it's very nice. Thank you so much.
Kandipa. So Amar, நம்ம வந்து நம்மளோட வியூவர்ஸ்க்காக ஃபர்ஸ்ட் let's talk about you, right? எப்படி நீங்க போட்டோகிராஃபில இறங்கினீங்க? From what I understood, நீங்க வந்து ஒரு IT professional, is that right? You were in IT, is that right?
Yeah, true. So like anybody who was raised in 90s, I only knew two things. Either I could become a doctor or I could become an engineer. So Nejamalinga, I'm not serious. Like I'm not joking.
Yeah.
Totally serious. I only grew up thinking that okay, I can only become an engineer or a doctor. So I don't like the sight of blood and all that. So I said okay, I'll become an engineer. So and I grew up wanting to become an engineer, and I became an engineer. I studied in Satyabama, and then so before college, two options. Sorry, in school when you're at 10th standard, two options: science or commerce.
Science or commerce, correct.
You choose science.
Correct.
And then 12th முடிக்கும்போது, like when you're finishing 12th, it's engineering or
medicine. Correct. Yes.
Like Kamala, Rajniya, DMK.
We'll come to that.
So we have always been given two options. So I chose engineering, and then at the fourth year you'll have two options: campus or GRE. Right? I did GRE. I went to US, did my masters in computer science, and then.
நீங்க வந்து ஒஹாயோல இருந்தீங்களா? கொஞ்சம் வருஷம் ஒஹாயோல படிச்சீங்க, கரெக்ட்டா?
Yeah, I studied my MS in University of Toledo, and then from there I went to Indianapolis and worked for a company called Manhattan Associates. That was first 3.5 years of my work life.
Okay.
And then I moved to Seattle and worked for a company called iLink Systems.
Nice.
So this was my work journey. So the first work that I did for Manhattan Associates, I used to travel a lot. Travel to a lot of places, very remote places, very nice places in US. So then I decided, okay, I'm anyways traveling with company's money.
Correct.
I don't have to go back home on Friday and come back on Monday again. It's like unnecessary travel and all that.
Okay.
So I said, Saturday and Sunday I'll stay there itself. I'll explore the places that I am. I was living alone, and so I'll spending the weekend at home. I'll spend at a new place. So that's how it started. I started exploring places. I went to the national park.
Traveling became your first passion.
Traveling became my thing. Like every Monday morning, I had to take a flight and travel.
Okay.
So So I said, okay, let me buy a camera and shoot the places that I'm traveling to.
Nice.
No, nothing in my mind. Like I never thought it'll be my like passionate hobby, or
Right.
I'm going to get serious about it and all. Just wanted to capture and explore the places.
Mhm.
So I bought my first camera in 2006, and started shooting. And slowly, what happened was all my friends started saying, "Hey, your pictures are really, really different, very beautiful.
Yeah.
They have some uniqueness in your picture. There is some
Mhm.
uniqueness." So that instigated me to learn more. And the more and more I went deep into it, I figured it's an amazing tool where there is physics, there is science,
Mhm.
uh, there are numbers, there are mathematics, and also there is art.
Correct.
And at the end, you also get appreciation to it. So
Correct.
this kind of pushed me to do more and more and learn more and more.
Mm.
And that was the time there was a revolution happening in the US
Mhm.
on photography. So many new blogs, so many photographers
Mhm.
sharing what they were doing.
Yeah.
That's all. It was at the right time and the right moment.
Okay.
So I got deep into it, deeper, and it became a madness for me. Um,
So
so
நீங்களே உங்கள செல்ஃப் ட்ரெயின் பண்ணிட்டீங்க. Is that right?
yes, so I went through blogs, YouTube, and all these things, and then self trained myself.
Very nice.
And also slowly this was becoming expensive,
Mhm.
for me, because the cameras, the lenses, everything was very expensive. So
Expensive.
I
Correct.
wanted to do
Mhm.
some. I wanted to work under someone and gain some, cash to fund this.
Okay.
So I went and did some part time, like weekend and evening gigs with some photographers around Seattle.
Nice.
So that's how I started, and then I was at a crossroads in my life, saying, okay, is US my thing? Am I going to stay there forever, or and move up the corporate ladder,
Mm.
or do I want to come back and do something? And even then, I was thinking, okay, I'll come back to India and join some IT company.
Okay.
Uh, so, in fact, I was preparing for my MBA and all that. Then I was thinking some period, 1 or 2 months, I was thinking, what is this? I do I want a similar life? Do I want a life like my manager? What do I want to do?
இது
Uh,
வந்து எல்லாரும் ஒரு ஒரு ரியலைசேஷன் இந்த பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் ரியலைசேஷன் கம்ஸ் இன் எவ்ரிபடிஸ் லைஃப் கரெக்ட்டா? இது வந்து
yeah.
எல்லாரும் நம்ம
So I
எத நோக்கி போயிட்டு இருக்கோம்? இது வந்து அந்த
exactly,
மாதிரி ஒரு
exactly. There was everything around, good job, good salary, everything around, but there was something inside me that was telling me, hey, this is not exciting. This is not something that you want to do, or this is not something that you're born to do.
ம்ஹ்ம்.
So then I decided, okay, what else do I know? What else can I do? So obviously, only thing I know was photography. So can I do something in photography?
சரி.
And I said, okay, I'm going to try it for a year, and if it doesn't work out, I'll come back. So I told my CEO. He was very supportive. He was also a Tamil guy from Srivilliputtur. So
சரி.
he said, okay, definitely go do it. I'll support you. Don't come back. Don't even come back. Uh, um, and then
Great advice. Is that you think that's your turning point in life?
so that was amazing, right? Like so many people supported the thing. Even though so many other people had doubts, there are a set of people who really supported me and pushed me to do it.
Mhm.
So that's how it happened. And then I came back here and I started doing it, and then there was no looking back. It's been 11 years now.
Amazing, amazing journey. Thank you so much for sharing, Amar.
Yeah.
Um, did you have any regrets?
What is saying? No
Absolutely not, right?
way.
Look at your journey, man. I mean, absolutely not, right? நீங்க வந்து திருப்பி யுஎஸ்க்கு வரணும், நம்ம யுஎஸ் சீக்கிரம் விட்டு வந்துட்டோமா, அந்த மாதிரி உங்களுக்கு என்னைக்காவது ஃபீல் ஆச்சா?
இல்ல, although I have lots of friends in US and I come to US every year.
ஆஹா.
I come to US every year. There's a conference on wedding photographers, and that happens in February. So I
ம்.
come there every year. But uh, I don't have any regrets. It's
You
been
don't
an
need
amazing journey for the last 10 years, and things that I've done in the last 10 years is just crazy. So, and there's so much to be explored and so much to be seen in our country.
ம்.
which I'm really happy that I'm doing in the last time. So
Very
I
good.
don't have any regrets.
Very nice. I'll trade places with you, Amar. So let's move on here. இப்போ வந்து நம்ம let's look at some top 10 images that I picked, okay, from your Instagram profile. This was one of the most difficult thing that I had to do because honestly, like with all the pictures that you have on Instagram, எனக்கு வந்து சுத்தமா புரியவே இல்லை. இன்ஃபேக்ட் நான் வந்து என்னோட ஹஸ்பண்ட் வேற கேட்டேன், நீங்களும் பார்த்துட்டு சொல்லுங்க, உங்களுக்கு ஒரு டாப் 10 ஃப்ரம் he is not like very um, um, like I would say too much into arts and all that. So as a third party, I said, please look into it and tell me what are your 10. And he's like, இது ரொம்ப கஷ்டமா இருக்கு, எப்படி நீ வந்து 10 பிக்சர்ஸ்ங்கறவன், this is so difficult. So but I did my best. So and I picked 10 pictures to share with our audience, and let's just go over it and we'll talk about ungloda experience with all this, right?
You see, can I before that I want to do a little bit of language change. Yeah, you said, oh, I wanted to show it to my husband, or it could be anybody without a sense of art. That is not true. Everybody is very creative. Everybody, in fact, for a photographer, the audience is not another photographer. The audience is actually normal people.
Normal people, correct.
Normal people.
Yes.
Because see, we always tell, oh, we are not creative. I don't have creative genes, or I don't have creative side of the brain. No, it's not true. It's like telling I don't have muscles. Everybody has muscles. When you train it, it'll show up.
Correct.
Don't train it, it doesn't show up. So on the just okay, if it is husband, it's okay. But what if we use the same language for kids? So slowly, what is happening is over a period of time, we are telling the kid is not creative. Kid is only doing, he can only do science, or he can only do all this. So there is creativity in science also, right? So I think slowly we have to, not only in other things, but even in this area, we have to change our language.
I agree with you 100% on that. And what I actually meant was, and the technical aspect of pictures, right? Like, let's say the lighting aspect, or some of the bokeh aspect that you've used, all those technical aspect, he wouldn't understand to the depth, right? So பார்த்தனா நல்லா இருக்கு picture, I like this, something different about it, being to enjoy பண்ற
right? That is all is needed now.
That is all is needed as a correct to enjoy a picture. So I approached him and I asked, and obviously we both had different opinions on which pictures I should pick as the top 10, but here it is. So let me share this. Let me share the first picture. Oh my gosh, where should I start with this? This picture, it was so striking, Amar. If I look at it, the power of that fire that you have enabled in this picture, with that beautiful bokeh effect in the background, and the subject in the foreground, right? Please tell me about this. Then ungloda experience when you looked at it, like, is this what you envisioned, and how did you bring it about?
So for a minute, let's forget about the technical aspects of the picture, and we'll see why I did this picture, right? So I'm very keen on, and especially being away from this place for 10 years and being in another country for 10 years, I realized that we have so much in us that we are not showing it to the world. But in many other countries, there is like, I'm no offense or no, I'm not putting any country down or anything down, but there'll be like one small matter which will be blown up in a very big way, shown in a very different way. Yeah? But there are so many things in India, in our backyard, which are amazing. So such a thing is this. This art form is called Kati Suttaradu. So for Kartiki Dimam every year, in olden days, they used natural fireworks. So this firework is actually made from palm tree's flower.
சரி.
Palm tree has a male and a female.
Mhm.
So the male gives out flowers, female gives out fruits. So
Okay.
the flower that comes out of the palm tree is taken out, dried, and then burnt and made it into coal and then powdered and then put it into a cotton thing and rolled like this and made like fired and rolled in this.
Mhm.
When you roll it, sparks come out.
Right.
So I went and found out who can do this. We found a place in Pondicherry, and there is a song that goes, and the song varies in different regions. Kongu region is a different song.
சரி.
We were able to find only one song uh, which they sing while playing this, but it had so many bad words, so we didn't use it. We didn't end up using it.
சரி.
So so we put a music in this. The ultimate goal is, can I package India in a better way? Can I start conversations about things that we are losing? Just in the last 8-10 years, traveling Tamil Nadu and across Tamil Nadu, I see so many things we are losing, right? So through my work, can I bring it out? Through my work, can I start the conversation back again? Through my work, can we talk about this? Maybe somebody will think about, hey, can we use environmentally friendly fireworks from palm tree flowers?
Correct. Correct.
Maybe somebody will start that. Maybe somebody will think about, hey, what is the song? Can we use it in a film or music video or something like that, right? So that is what I want to do through my work. I just don't want to do just for the sake of taking pictures. So through my work, can we bring out something that we are losing? So that is the idea behind this picture.
Very nice. Very nice. And it's beautifully shown. I mean, is the artist actually one of the Kati artists? இல்ல அவங்க வந்து she just
The
trained.
artist is a Silambam artist, very popular Silambam artist in Chennai. Her name is Aishwarya Manivanan.
Okay.
And she's fabulous in Silambam thing. And then this involves fire and rotating, right? So which is also one aspect of Silambam that they do. They play with fire and stuff. So I asked her if she can do it, and she obliged, and it is amazing. Having her is one of the advantageous thing in this project.
Okay, very good. Can I move on to the next picture?
Yeah.
This one. Oh my gosh. எனக்கு வந்து எப்பவுமே அந்த the movementல எடுக்கிற ஒரு picture where that has that movement effect to it.
Yeah, again similar concept. I wanted to start a conversation on Terukuthu. Terukuthu artists are amazing. They're so passionate about their art form. They perform in villages like all night. So I wanted to bring them, show them in a different scenery, different, very sophisticated. So if you see, so many ballet pictures are there online, right?
Correct.
Why can't Terukuthu pictures be online?
Beautiful. Very, very nice thought. Yeah.
So that's why.
Epadi, how do you come up with this idea? Like what goes on like in order to do research and come up with a concept like this, like bringing street art to forefront and things. How do you come up with these ideas?
So one of the aspects of creativity, like creativity has many definitions and aspects, right? One of the aspects is inspiration and evolution through inspiration, right? It basically is about taking ideas from so many places and putting them together and bringing your own stuff, which is what I do a lot of times. Okay, technically I want to talk about motion picture and motion blur in my pictures. That is a technical aspect. Okay, now cultural aspect. Oh, can I bring in, instead of just doing it with a model or with someone, can I do a cultural angle to it? Can I bring a cultural angle to it? Okay, now that I brought that, okay, now can we mix it together and give it to somebody who wants it? And that is how things are.
Nice. I mean, it's really nice that you're bringing street art to the forefront, and helping people visualize இது வந்து ஒரு different levelக்கு நீங்க வந்து you're helping people visualize different art forms, and that's fantastic work.
Yeah, that's the goal. See, to package India and show it to the world in a very different way, very sophisticated way, in a way that it starts conversation. See, one of my goals also is to put these pictures as prints in many houses across the world, many houses, many restaurants, where people. So let's say this picture is hanging in your house, right, somewhere. Maybe not this picture, maybe the previous picture, or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And a local there comes to your place to visit and gets intrigued about this picture. A new conversation starts.
Sure.
And just imagine the kids there seeing these pictures and growing up. So they are exposed to different infrastructure, different education, different technologies, and then if they can mix our cultural thing, our local thing into that, we are just opening up something amazing.
Absolutely.
So that's what I want to do.
Absolutely brilliant thought there. This one, உங்களோட வீடியோ பார்த்தேன் இதுல, like the video on what efforts it took for you to in the picture and the image எடுத்துன்னு வரதுக்கு, and it was just magnificent. I mean, the amount of effort that went behind for one frame, like one image. If you, I mean, may I mention this? In the Natarajar picture vandu, Amar, he collaborated with a fine arts college students in order to make the selai from scratch. And that selai, avangaloda idea vandu, he wanted it to be bigger than the person, like bigger than the artist. So basically, art வந்து எப்படி இது வந்து visualize பண்ணி இது பின்னாடி லைட்டிங் எடுத்துன்னு வந்து அந்த நடராஜர் வந்து ஒரு ஹைலைட்டை கொடுத்து and making it bigger than the artist itself. That whole idea was just mind blowing. Do you want to share something about this? Anything special about it?
Again, same concept. So our bronze makers are the best. Like, in fact, the only ones and the best in the world. And Chola bronzes are the most expensive items in antique market and museums and all that, right? And it's been done for ages now in Swami Malai. So how do you take this to the next generation? How do you take this to your kids? How do you make them talk about it? How do you make them start a conversation about it? Is to create something new, right? Create something for the next gen. So I wanted to bring in the Swami Malai bronze makers into this. And I found a student who just passed out of Fine Arts College of Kumbakonam. I asked him to do a statue for me, and we created that, and then that's how this thing came up. So again, when you talk about Bharatanatyam, it is always done in a concert form, in a stage with a bad backdrop, bad audios, bad visuals, and all that, right?
You're right about that. Yeah,
it deserves like lot better than that. So that is what I'm doing through my art. Oh, hey, I want to see Bharatanatyam in scenes like this. So yeah.
Absolutely. This one is absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
This one, the lighting concept here is just so amazing. I mean, if somebody is actually on Instagram, you should definitely check out this picture. He's played around with lightings of different colors and patterns. I don't want to take too much time on this because there are so many good pictures that I want to share. Is there anything specific that you want to just quickly mention about this?
So something that is very old, something that is very new, can we mix them together?
Nice.
Can we see them in ways that it is not being seen? So this is a Odyssey performer.
Correct.
Odyssey has a lot of symmetry in it. including the dress, including the props and everything. There is so much symmetry in it.
Mhm.
So on the symmetry, can we play with that symmetry and shapes? And you see this lights in huge concerts and things like that, right? Why can't it be for Odyssey player?
Nice.
So that's a go.
Very cool. Very nice. Oh man, this one again. I mean the motion blur effect on this one. And இது வந்து பொய்க்கால் குதிரை
Yeah.
artist, right? He's a பொய்க்கால் குதிரை artist, and just this, I'm running short of words to actually describe this picture.
So
Um,
thank you so much,
yes.
Anita. So again, see, quite honestly, if you the things that we are doing, right? Like, so if you want to become a photographer, you can actually become a photographer tomorrow because the technology has become so simple. Um, Everybody has a very good camera. We are all carrying a camera that was only dream in 2004 and 5, right? Even the big huge cameras did not have the technology that we had now. So everyone can become a photographer tomorrow. Uh, um, but similarly, like a designer, right? Um, like a boutique owner, right? All these things are becoming a baker. All these things are becoming very famous because there is no entry point towards it. There isn't, like, anybody can learn it and become one. Whether you're good at it or great at it, that depends
Right.
later, right? But I cannot say the similar thing for a Poikal Kudra artist. I cannot become a Poikal Kudra artist tomorrow.
Correct.
I cannot become a Bharatanatyam dancer tomorrow, right? I cannot become a Terukut artist tomorrow. Terukut is just mind blowing. You need theatrical skills, you need dance skills, you need energy, you need makeup artist skills. Everything put together is one, right? So you cannot become that tomorrow. It needs years and years and years and years of practice, and these artists should be celebrated, should be
Absolutely.
um, talked about.
Mhm.
So, and that is what I want to do. I want to put them in a pedestal, create some magical pictures for them.
Nice, nice. And this was one of the like I would say this is like my top favorite in your collection.
Thank
This
you.
picture, the portrait of this woman, it's so striking. And I had like one question about that, right? Um, when you approach like photographing like strangers, like how do you connect with them and how do you get that output from them? The one that you have like the image of a vision of an image, எப்படி அது வந்து அவங்களோட complete stranger, நீங்க வந்து யாருன்னு கூட தெரியாது, but you are collaborating with them somehow, you are able to get them for your shoot, and you have a certain vision in your mind as to எப்படி இருக்கணும் அந்த image அப்படின்ட்டு. எப்படி அவங்கள்ட்ட நீங்க அதை எக்ஸ்பிரஸ் பண்ணி அது வெளியில எடுத்துட்டு வரீங்க? What is your
So,
technique?
so I think because you're asking this question, I'm thinking about it, and then the first thing that I think is working out is this. You have to empathize uh, with your subjects, right? You have to empathize with the people they are. So if you put me in front of the camera, I'll be very um, awkward. I'll be like very, hey, when are you finishing it? Like, are you done yet? So that is the feel I'll get.
Okay.
So when I myself have that feel, I know the clients, or I know the subjects, or I know the people who are in front of me
Mhm.
uh, are going to have the similar thought process, right? So first, immediately not taking the camera and just talking to them, empathizing with them, and then telling them, hey, this is an awkward thing, but I'm going to make you comfortable. It's
Mhm.
okay. Talking about other things, not photography,
Right.
pictures, right, will really help. Mm, that is one thing. And the second thing is definitely the communication skill.
Mhm.
Definitely, you have to be communicable to become a very good photographer. Especially when you're handling people. If you're doing wildlife and if you're doing other things, so it's fine.
Yeah.
When
Yeah,
you're doing
especially when you
people,
have to put your thoughts into words to communicate exactly like
yeah,
what exactly you have in your mind, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many times I did a 50 women project,
Yes,
inspiring women project. So in that,
absolutely.
many times people, these inspiring women, they're not models. They've never been in front of camera and all that, and also they have the similar feeling, right? If I was invited by some photographer to take a shot, I'll say, can we finish in 2 minutes? Can we finish in 5 minutes?
Correct.
But at the end of the day, what happens is all these women stayed, and there was conversation for more than 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. People who came for just getting a portrait done in 2 minutes and leaving actually stayed back for 4 hours and started talking.
Nice.
Uh, so that is what will bring the real them, right?
Yeah.
Real person.
Personality of
And,
the
and that is what I want to do as a photographer, to show them the real person they are.
mm,
So if you ask my subjects, they'll say, "Hey, this is who I am. I really am, and I've never been captured like this. This is who I am. This is
correct.
what I am, right?"
Yeah.
And that is the success for me.
Yeah. That's a mark of a true a good photographer, I guess. Yeah.
Thank you.
This again for the complete the bokeh effect, right? And the colors. Oh my gosh, the colors on his face. It's just stunning. Just absolutely stunning. Again, Terracotta artist. Right?
So one of the things, because I was learning during my learning years
Mhm.
of photography, I was in US, right? So I used to go for a lot of these meetups. The meetup.com was very popular that time.
Papua. Okay. Okay.
So we used to go for many meetups and Flickr meetups and all that.
Nice.
And many a times you will hear this one single thing from
Hmm.
a lot of people, a lot of locals there, saying, I definitely want to go to India at least once.
Yes.
I am intrigued by the colors, the culture, the drama,
Right.
the motion there, and all that. And when everybody is saying the same thing, they want to come here, they want to come there. We are here, right? What can we do? What can we do to show the world what we have? Is this?
Absolutely. It's stunning. Ah, the soul in this picture. My goodness. You've captured the absolute soul of the greatest artist of Ghatam, Viku Vinayakam sir. I mean, this picture just it just brings out அந்த ஒரு சாந்தம் and ஒரு peace and just him in his own element. அப்படியே being in his own element, right? It's
He was such a nice person. He's so you know cooperative. It was a pleasure shooting him.
yeah.
It's easy shooting him.
Hmm.
Just was a baby in front of the camera. Whatever we said, he did.
He just did it. And
It's
the way you have given lights to just the face and the ghatam, like just the two things. That is his life, right? His face and his ghatam. That is his life, and you've expressed that in the
most important, the fingers, the
oh yes,
dance.
fingers, yes, yeah, very nice. I want to quickly go through the next ones because we're running out of time. Okay, I think I have completed the. Okay, so let's get back to our discussion. So I
Yeah.
wanted to talk to you about like a couple of more things, right? Um, what do you like to shoot the most? People or landscape, or what is it that you like to shoot the most?
So I like to shoot, Renuka. I just like to shoot. I just like to pick up my camera and see through the viewfinder and shoot.
Yeah.
Because my viewfinder is a window of happiness for me. Through the window, I'm like, I'm forgetting this world, forgetting everything.
Mhm.
I'm in this happiness zone. So I like to shoot.
Yeah.
It can be people, it can be insects, it can be
Anything,
anything, right?
right?
It
Very
can be
nice.
sunrise, sunset, anything. So I love to shoot.
Very cool. So and if you have to consider like as your best work till date and you're absolutely proud of அது எதுவா இருக்கும் நீங்க என்ன and why is that your best work ன்னு சொல்லலாம் நீங்க
Um, see, I'll be really, really honest with you. My best work is going to be the next project.
ah
And after that project is done, the best project is my next project that I'm going to take it. I'm seriously, I'm happy about what I've done so far, but I'm not like proud. Uh, uh, I don't have any work that I'm like really super proud of.
yeah
I think I'm just 10 years old in this. And, um, all those comes after 30, 40 years of doing
nice
what you're doing. So I'm happy about what I've done. My best project
is yet to come yeah
yeah.
nice nice another question I wanted to ask you is as a photographer what were your biggest obstacles you know just in terms of like finding time or energy or inspiration or editing or you know motivation எது வந்து உங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப சேலஞ்சிங்கா இருந்தது that you would consider as an obstacle
See, not only as a photographer, right? Like anything that you take in your life, even if it is the best thing that you're passionate about, you're mad about, there'll be obstacles, and especially when a creative becomes a profession, there'll be a lot of obstacles. Becomes a because you're taking something that you love to do and making it to a business, making people to pay for it, right? Then there'll be obviously lots of obstacles to it. But not for me, but generally, I'm saying as a photography community, the biggest challenge now is the line between a professional mm, photograph and an amateur photograph is thinning down so much because the technology is becoming so amazing, right? Your phones take better pictures than the cameras now because phones have
the processors and stuff yes absolutely yeah yeah
like, it is basically computational photography, right? There is software involved in it. So the biggest challenge for anybody who's going to come in now as a photographer is this thin line between professional and many times in events what happens is the people are happy with the pictures in the phone. Even if you take in the professional camera, they're like, oh no, take one in phone, right? Because they know it's immediate. Immediately they can share it in social media. Immediately they can have it. They don't have to work for it. Like they don't have to send an email or they don't have to call somebody and
correct
get the picture.
is there one
So
of your most like annoying you know thing ever that when people come to you and ask you to take a picture like weddings எல்லாம் நீங்க போறச்சே கேமரால என்னோட கேமரால போட்டோ எடுங்க என்னோட போன்ல போட்டோ is that one of the most annoying things for you is
no, it's not. It's actually a pleasure.
okay
It's an honor, right? Like how many people want somebody wanting you and wanting you to take a picture. It's a good thing. So I'm not annoyed. Um, but the challenge for photographers who are entering now is that thin line. If they can do something, if they can become better in differentiating themselves with amateur photographers or amateur pictures, is
yeah
what they work on.
nice nice and இப்போ வந்து like if you have to if you want to like go back and give yourself advice when you were starting out what would that advice be
Uh, Not many things. I'm happy about what has been done. Um, is it regarding photography or generally?
in general நீங்க வந்து like if you look back like 10 years back or 20 years back if you look back
Then I have some like if I want to go back, let's say to my 20-year-old
சரி
and tell the 20-year-old that I am, right? I would say first thing is I've always been into exercise and stuff. But I started yoga only last year.
Mhm.
I would tell the 20-year-old, hey, yoga is an amazing thing. It's a gift to the universe by India. just do it. Just close your eyes and do it. Just get into yoga.
Okay.
Any type of yoga, just get into, because it's amazing. The results that I'm seeing are just mind blowing. Second is save. I'd save early. The earlier you save, um, the bigger it becomes, and then the confidence that you get when you have good savings is so different from what, like, especially when you want to pick up something that you love to do in your later years, you'll have a lot of confidence to do it. So save, um,
Nice.
and don't spend on unnecessary things, right? We're all defined by the clothes, the brand, the places we go. It's all waste. If you see, like, this last 2 years have told us more and more how useless they are, right?
Yeah.
So don't spend unnecessarily on loud places where you cannot have conversations, and waste your time, effort, money, everything. So save all that. You can make a see many of the conversation that we had in a pub or a club is all waste. We didn't do anything out of it, right?
Yeah.
Those are all wasted time. Um, it didn't. At least I would say college helped in some way, but all these times is unnecessary. So just don't do it. And I am super mm, confident about waking up early.
Okay.
That is something that has helped me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I always say somebody's sitting there and painting the sky so differently every day, and it is a responsibility to see that. Right?
Beautiful. Okay.
It is a
Like watching
responsibility.
sunrise and sunset every morning and
Yeah, you have to watch it because somebody's putting in so much effort in coloring it so differently.
nice.
Okay, today I'll add some colors.
Correct.
Today I'll not add some color, little bit gray. Today I'll add a puff of clouds. Today I'll not add any clouds. So there is so much going on in that, right? So why do you waste and not watch it and
Right.
be in the
Very cool. Very cool. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. இப்போ உங்களுக்கு வந்து this is a very important question. உங்களுக்கு வந்து ட்ரீம் ப்ராஜெக்ட் அப்படின்னா அது என்னவா இருக்கும்? Amar's dream project. If you had all the resources that you needed, உங்களுக்கு என்ன வேணாலும் it is available. And what would that be?
Oh, so I have lots. I have like so many that I need 7 lives to.
Oh my gosh.
um, right, immediately if you ask me now, I would, if I have all the resources, if I have all the money, I would want to take our folk artists around the world and shoot them in very different sceneries and their very different backdrops and create a conversation around it.
Okay. Very nice.
Just imagine taking a Terukuta artist and putting him in front of Times Square, right?
Wow.
And making a performance.
Just suppose of the Times Square and a Terukuta. Oh my gosh, that would be brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, I have lots of ideas.
Very nice, very nice. இப்போ வந்து last question for you, Amar, before we wrap up this interview, and I'm so sad that I'm unable to share more pictures with our viewers, but I encourage them to go check out your profile on Instagram and or Facebook. அவங்களோட பியூட்டிஃபுல்லான நிறைய பிக்சர்ஸ் வச்சிருக்காங்க, and please share with your family, and have this, like அம்மா சொன்ன மாதிரி உங்களோட குழந்தைங்களோட talk about these images, talk about அதோட என்ன significance and all that, and it's a beautiful way of talking more about it. I think we lost Amar, but I would like to end this interview here, and thank you so much everybody for joining. நீங்க எல்லாரும் என்ஜாய் பண்ணிருப்பீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன், and I hope நீங்க நினைச்ச questions எல்லாம் நான் வந்து கேட்டேன், and you were able to get the answer from Amar. But thank you again so much, and I hope you enjoyed this interview.